Thank you, Ma.
We have learned a lot from Ma. So even simple things which has taught us so many things. These might sound so simple, but it effectively just makes how we are, how we operate.
They are Ma's golden words.
Really, they are. The most important I would start with is she always insists that you should never fight and sleep over it. You should resolve it before you go to the bed.
And that has helped us so much that everyone asks us, how are you sisters managing as partners in a business? And I think this guideline that we follow has helped us
to us
a lot
throughout our childhood. So we always clarify before we go to bed.
She has a very strong opinion about things, and she doesn't falter with a yes or no or a maybe. She is always either a yes or a no.
It helps in taking decisions. In the house also she's like that. She says it has to be either a yes or a no. If you take it, keep thinking about yes, no, and you keep procrastinating, it's not going to end anywhere. So quickly take a decision so it is easy and it doesn't get dragged on too much. So we usually follow it by saying a yes or a no.
Another one is that forgive and move on. This she has taught us since childhood, and we have seen her do it day in day out. This we follow all the time, and it has helped us at workplace.
Especially when you're working with colleagues, they are from different houses, there are vendors, there are partners who are from different families and different value system where conflict might arise anytime. So being empathetic by understanding what they are feeling at that point of time, it has taught us so much that you can just forgive the person and have to move on, and it just makes the process so much more simpler if you think like that. It's just like golden words, and we so follow it, and whenever it happens we just remember her and we quickly take an action according to her.
She has taught both of us to be a team since we were really tiny, and whenever we used to fight, after the fight she used to come in and
she would just barge into the room and just make sure that whoever has fought, and let's say she finds that it's Tanya's mistake, she would make sure she's scolding me so much, and Tanya will suddenly be like, wow, what happened? And then she'll just we just come together suddenly together, and we were fighting against, and she will always make sure she becomes the bad cop in this process and make sure that we are together as a team.
At the end we were always a team.
Yeah, and we follow it so much in the team also. If there is a fight going on, we resolve it like this. So it's such
we don't call out people one by one, but we just become the bad cops, and they become a team now in the office too, and they become the best friends, and that's how it has been. And I think that has made us the best team ever.
Ma is super strong, and that's what we have been hearing since we were a kid. And we know it, and now looking back at the examples or the stories what we talk about with other people, we realize that really when she was so young and she had both of us, she acted like a stone, and how strong she was. Like, she's like a wall for us who we can rely on. For example, I would just talk about the example when both of us were really we had to stay inside the house because of the threat calls we received.
Our father is a cop, so we received a lot of threat calls regarding that, and we were aware of it. Mom was totally aware of those things because she used to pick the calls. We were not even allowed to take the calls.
There was time that we were so scared because there were always bodyguards with us. We got used to it at at some point of time. We were just so used to having a bodyguard along with us whenever we used to go to school or stepping out of the school. We just had somebody always with us. But Ma always created this beautiful world inside where we were never scared. It was not it was not a childhood where we would dream about scary things or the skulls. We always had this happy childhood. We used to play around. She would make sure the friends are over all the time at our house.
She would always throw big parties in the house, so we could call people home and we would not feel left out. So that because we can't step out with friends much. I never did till class 12th, I think.
But yeah, parents were always at home, so we never felt bored, or we just never felt that somebody else is enjoying where we are stuck at home. But we didn't feel that. She never made us feel that.
So we were never actually scared with those calls. It was until that we were really old that we realized that there were actual threat calls, and we didn't care because Ma didn't let us care about it. So this beautiful world that she created for us is
it requires a lot of strength to actually ignore that and make sure that the other part of the world is so pretty. And and she did it so wonderfully. One more example, which is about when I broke my leg. I was in standard 9 and I had a really bad major accident, and I remember our father was really scared, and I could see the fear in his eyes. He was super angry, and
he lost his temper with the guy who actually was driving the car and hit the cycle rickshaw that she was riding, and he was so angry with him, and that he lost control.
Yeah, he lost control. My mother just stepped up and just took care of the entire situation. The same day they went and met senior doctors. She spoke to a lot of doctors who were abroad, and that's how she just took charge of the entire process. She just decided that I'm going to get through the operation, even if that means...
the doctor said that she might have a limp after the operation, plus she will have huge scars.
But she said no, she has to recover this way or no other way.
There was no questioning, there was no asking people. She just took charge and she just decided, and that's it. And I think this quality of hers is immense, and she is like this
in the storm. I think in the storm when there is this unwavering
force,
force
which just would not move, no matter what. Ma, we know how you complain about being a geography expert.
Yeah, and you so desperately wanted to be a badminton champion
and a mathematics wizard.
Yes, and you couldn't do it all. You couldn't do any of these because obviously your father, my dadu, would stop you from doing these.
It was because he would not allow her to travel much.
Even if both of us have not followed your footsteps, we don't do any of these what you wanted to do. When I look at you taking part in Suta, and when you just selflessly come in and give us all the steps, and you're happily running around for Suta
and taking care of the entire house and Ram.
Yeah, and I somewhere know that somehow we have made you proud. Somehow that I can see that happiness in your face, that the proud moment when I see your face when you look at us, and I know that we have not let you down, and that's what makes us so happy. Your sacrifices, your relentless work towards making it all successful has all worked,
and the constant quest of making us feel special and
all the time precious,
making us feel so precious.
I think it's successful. We do feel special, and thanks to you for just being there, for pushing us when we needed, for not pushing us when we really were scared. I think it all has worked out so well,
and we know your sacrifices, and
we'll always remember it, no matter what. We do not say thank you enough, because I think thank you is
too small
in comparison to what you did.
Maybe that's not enough. We don't say it enough number of times,
but I know if we say it will make our hearts much lighter. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, Ma,
and I love you.